Being Carl double L, nigga. Bankroll Ju on tap in with Unplugged, nigga. Pretty guys, nigga.
Back in this bitch with another, I'm back in this bitch with my brother and we got a cut. Give me a chance to recover, we out on the block with the Glock, but we still from the gun.
Alright, man, first things first, people want to know where you from.
From Walterboro, South Carolina, down there at 843. By
Okay.
Charleston, if you don't know what that shit is.
Charleston. So you been around a bunch of people that do that gullah and that geechee
That
talking?
Geechee talking, hell yeah. Motherfuckers in Walterboro be talking like that shit too. Like they be, then it's like the shit just, the trend just go down and go down.
Alright, bet. How long you been rapping?
A year, it'll make a year. Yeah, it just made a year.
And I want to go back on that. You say you've been rapping a year. Tell the people how old you are.
I just turned 17. I don't know when this gonna drop. I turned 17 2 days ago on 19th. I was 16. I'm 17 now.
So you started rapping when you was, what, 15?
Nah, I ain't start. It was like 8 days after my 16th birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah.
Alright, and then one thing I always like to ask, a lot of people want to know, what is your current status as of right now as far as record label? Are you signed, independent? Are you doing everything by yourself? What's your status?
I'm independent. I'm gonna get signed one day, throw the right deal, but I'm independent right now. Thugging.
Okay. And then as far as any label in the game, I'm talking any label in the game, we could do, actually, let's make it a little bit different for you. Current and past. So we could be talking about Death Row, we could be talking about any label, but any label in the game that you see yourself signing to, what would it be? Which label would it be?
What label would you want to have been signed to?
See, really, it really depends on who throwing what. But like, alright, so coming up and shit, like I used to listen to the Migos and shit a lot. I like QC. What's popping right now though, I like Gucci Mane shit, that 1017 shit. And then you got like your favorite artists, like you got $1 Billion Baby or like somebody like Polo G. I fuck with that. So probably out of them four right there, I fuck with them shit. And it's a lot more too that I can't think of right now, but them four right there.
Okay. And then my next thing is, what are some local artists that you would want to work with? And I know, because you're based out of Columbia right now, right?
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay. So what's some local artists you want to work with, outside of artists that you already worked with?
This question get me every time. This question get me every time. I don't really know. For real, I can't really tell you right now. Cause I just be focused on going up myself, like getting the S songs together, put it together for a mixtape, album, anything. I be down to work with niggas though, but shit, I don't really know that question right now.
So, I want to get into like what made you start rapping, or what made you what was your like spark to say, oh, I can do this.
I could have been did it. I used to rap like. Everybody in my family could make music, like my household family, like my mama, she writes songs and shit. She said she don't put nothing out. My brother could freestyle. We always freestyle and shit, listen to rap and shit. But I ain't just had no confidence until I started growing up. I was like, I'm that nigga. Might as well start.
Okay, so to bounce off of that, when would you say, I know you said you started rapping about a year ago, when would you say you was first like introduced to like music? Like, yeah, you listen to music, but when was the first time you were like introduced to like recording or actually like putting yourself out there?
See, like way back, me and my brothers, it was like 20, damn, it was like, I don't know, it was like, we were like 8 years old, and we recorded some shit off a tablet to the Chirac instrument. We recorded some shit off the tablet. We ain't never dropped it or nothing, but it was just like, we loved doing that shit, like freestyling, playing basketball. We recorded that shit on the tablet.
Okay, and you're the first artist, because right now we're focusing on a lot of like South Carolina artists, local artists, but you're the first artist that we've interviewed that's actually from like out of town. Like, you're not from Columbia or like the surrounding area, you're actually from Walterboro. Yeah. So how would you describe like your area, like coming up in your area? Because we know how Columbia is, but how is it like where you come from?
Like, what's different from Walterboro than Columbia that people don't know?
Columbia big as fuck. This shit big as hell. Like, I be moving a lot too. This shit big as fuck. Walterboro small, but it ain't really no opportunity down there.
So it's like everybody know each other down there?
Yeah, like everybody know each other. Like, everybody know each other. You go down there, you be like, you know so-and-so? You'll know that motherfucker. Like, just like that. That shit small. We only had one high school too. It's like ass of high schools up here. We had one high school, one middle school. Fast. Everybody went to the same school. Everybody went to the same middle school. So if somebody say they don't know you, like be like, who you know Bankroll?
You had to be lame,
yeah,
or
like
something
you,
like that.
Like come on.
Okay. And so, cause you come from a different area, I come from Columbia. My partner, we come from Columbia. We in like the local area.
Yeah.
Who would you say in your eyes is a legend in South Carolina, as far as the music scene goes?
I don't know. I fuck with Count Up. That nigga came up fast. He put on, and Vino was putting on too. Sure. Not saying that nobody else ain't putting on, but them two, like, Count Up. I fuck with Count Up the hardest though.
Okay, and then if everybody didn't know, you did just currently release an EP. So what's next for you? Like what's next? What should we expect next?
Bro, baby, out now with shit. Friday, like I said, I don't know when it's dropping, but the beatbox remix, I might do that shit. Should go viral. I got a feeling that shit gonna go viral. I got the hardest one out. Not saying nobody else ain't hard, but I got the hardest one when that shit drop. But,
and so right now, what's your favorite track from Burrow Baby?
My favorite probably Where I Stand. Everybody else favorite Swerve. That shit got the most views and shit. Everybody fuck with that song hard.
Okay, and then I actually discovered you at a show through a homie. Do you prefer doing shows, or you don't like doing shows? Like, what's your style?
I fuck with the shows. Like me and my brothers get in on stage. That shit lit. That shit lit as fuck. Come out the shirt, everybody recording the flash and shit. If you don't like doing shows, then you must be lame. Like, your shit just don't turn people up. But I fuck with the show. That shit lit.
So, based off your new EP you just dropped, I know you dropped a video a couple days ago, if not yesterday, I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
What on your EP, is it just only one producer you work with?
Yeah.
Multiple producers, or do you have a favorite producer, or what producer you want to work with?
My favorite producer, Gnarly. That nigga don't get enough credit. That's my favorite producer. He did the whole EP. He load me up every day, new beats. And they send about 21 days. Next day he send like 2 or 3. But he keep them coming. And then he teamed up with 97 on one of the songs on Swerve. But yeah, I fuck with Gnarly hard. I fuck with 97. I fuck with Spook Beats. Because them niggas, they really.
So really, on the back end, on the production side, we know who you work with as far as producers. Do you have a favorite, like, videographer? Like, when you make a hit song, like, you know, you're like, yeah, I gotta go to so-and-so to shoot this.
I gotta go to No Shake Films. That nigga already know what's up fast. If I shoot a hard ass song, I be like, damn, I gotta shoot this video tomorrow. Go straight to Messenger, Instagram, anything, hit that nigga, yeah, we gotta shoot this video. And shit, pick a time, nigga on go.
Okay.
If you starting to, like, you don't know what to shoot with, go shoot with No Shake, man. And he gonna fuck with you.
And so you started rapping about a year ago. This whole COVID pandemic mess started about a year ago. So how would you say, like, starting rapping or just starting your career during the pandemic, how has that affected you? Because even though it's been a pandemic, you still been hitting shows. And that I've seen you at like 2 or 3. I know you did more than that.
Shit, I see him at a show every weekend.
I done had like 2-3 shows a week. I've been having like 2 since 2021. I don't think it's been a weekend that I didn't perform, except for last weekend, my birthday weekend. But shit, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't like this at first. It started getting like this. Had to do one performance, just show them I'm like that, and then shit, everybody wanna book you, shit like that. I'm trying to get farther out though, like out of Columbia. I got one in Walterboro on June 19th. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep going out though.
Okay, and then this is something you usually get asked in school, but we want to apply it to your career. Where do you see yourself in 4 years when it comes to music?
Rich as fuck. Shit, hopefully rich as fuck for real. I really want to blow up before 18. I ain't rushing the process though. I'm trusting the process. So it is what it is. But I really want to blow up for 18. I've been saying that shit since like before I dropped my first song. But yeah, manifest that shit.
So do you like want to be signed in the next 4 years, or do you want to push everything independently and just start your own shit? Like,
I feel like really, when you come from like nothing, it be like, if a nigga throw a lot of money in your face in a good contract, you gonna sign this shit. That's if you come from nothing. So I can't really give you the answer now. But of course, if you do it independent, like you got somebody like the Baby or Lil Baby, of course you take that route. If you take that route and that shit work for you, take that shit. You want to be mainstream. Some niggas just want the money. Really don't give a fuck about the fame. It is what it is though.
Okay. So we're from South Carolina, but you're from Walterboro, which is a lot of people don't. Like you said, it's a small city, it's a small area. I feel like South Carolina is small overall.
Yeah.
If you were to blow up by 18 or at any time, would you stay in the Carolinas or would you leave?
I ain't staying in Columbia. Shit, I'm getting the fuck out of Columbia. I don't know where I'm gonna stay though. Nah, I love Columbia though, but I don't know where the fuck I stay for real. I'll probably move out somewhere close though. I don't like to move too much and shit. Probably not Atlanta. I don't like that traffic. Probably Florida or North Carolina or an unknown city in South Carolina.
Yeah, I know you still gotta be close so you can network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So on to the next question. Give me your top 5 childhood artists. Like not artists like now where everybody be like, well, Lil Durk my favorite artist. But like what you grew up listening to.
Like your favorite all the time. 5 top artists.
So shit.
It ain't gotta be in no order though, just
alright, no order. I don't really the Migos, I know that was I always listen to them niggas. Shit. Damn, I need 4 more. I can't even think of none.
It can be back in the day. It can be.
We can go back to Jeezy, Gucci. Like, give me your
Nas, Jay-Z, all kind of DMX. I done heard all kind of stuff. What's your top?
See the niggas that's popping now, like niggas I grew up with too on the low, like Kodak too. I listen to Kodak. Lil Yachty used to be my favorite rapper. And like when the XXL shit was out, that nigga used to be my favorite rapper. Just like niggas on the XXL, 21, all of them. I can't really remember, but for sure the Migos though. That was the niggas who really put me on. Facts, that's all I used to listen to. You ask anybody from middle school with me, anything.
Okay, and I know you said you didn't really have the confidence to start rapping in the beginning. What made you was like, all right, I'm just gonna do it. Like I'm gonna go ahead and hop out and just do it.
I started turning up. Like I started getting a little bit of money, getting a little bit of bitches. So it was like shit, might as well not. Cause if you popular, like I noticed this too, you be whack and popular motherfuckers still gonna support your shit just cause like that's how motherfuckers be moving. I be peeping that shit. So that gave me confidence. I ain't gonna lie, when I started I was whack, in my opinion. Some people still listen to that shit, but I think
just people getting signed off of one song.
Yeah, I be seeing that shit.
Making millions of dollars off one song and never drop nothing else.
Bro, I just was talking about that shit. Facts, I just talking about that shit.
BRS Cash, that's on the song I know it's Throw Baby.
Exactly, that shit went dumb. Then the remix, man, that shit crazy as fuck. If I get that one hit song, I'm gonna keep going after that. But I feel like after they get that hit song, really, like, nobody be trying to listen to nothing else, but I don't know. I don't think people be going to explore that shit.
Okay, so what would you say is the hardest part about being an artist? Cause especially for you, because you're a younger artist. Like, a lot of these cats, they got free time. They got a lot of time where they can just go.
Some of them probably been doing other stuff since till they was about 25, 30. Yeah. And now they start rapping and they already on doing one thing. So it's not hard for them to converge over to being a rapper. Like but for you starting your whole career off based just rapping. So, like, how hard is it?
Like, you in a league of your own. You got grown men who've been rapping since they was 18. They 27 now. Still ain't signed. But you actually out here doing shows and you actually building the buzz.
The hardest part, shit, I don't really know. The hardest part, just keeping up with everything on your own. Like, I just recently got a manager, but before that, like, the shows and shit, I had to do that, keep up with who emailing me for the beats, go to school, do the show, shoot the video, pay for the video, all that shit. Like, young as hell, like, making money. I don't let nobody pay for my video. Mama don't pay for my video, none of that shit. I'm paying for everything, studio time, all that shit. I spent some racks behind that shit.
Yeah, because I know a lot of... One thing I can say based on what you just said is like consistency, because a lot of artists... A lot of artists I see, they drop one project or they'll drop 2 songs and then you won't hear nothing from them for about another 3-4 months and they trying to drag this one song along and this other stuff I know that people got in a...
Yeah, like, I seen that shit, like, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of like that, like, I wasn't consistent enough, like this video, this song ain't hard enough to shoot a video, but I seen South Carolina, they post, like, South Carolina artists, they was like, who stayed the most consistent between the pandemic? This last year, I was like, damn, niggas ain't really doing shit. I can't do it. Ain't shit to drop a tape or drop video because I keep them coming. So I was just like, fuck it. I gotta stay consistent this year. I gotta drop. And if you gonna push that one song, you gotta make sure you got everything done, like proper promotion, the video on point, all that shit. You gonna spend some money, and you still gotta drop little songs in between and shit. If you still gonna push that song though.
Yeah, because I know some artists, I see some artists filming 3-4 videos in a month and don't drop nothing.
See, it's one thing to stack up, but you gotta keep people updated too. Like I keep dropping, but I go to a party and I know the song everybody gonna request. Like, it don't matter how old it is, everybody gonna want me to perform that song before I leave.
Okay. And so, tell us, do you consider yourself, when you go to the studio, are you writing or are you going in freestyle and like taking it?
I be doing both. I like when I go, before I go be hard, I like to have the hook already. And shit. I probably go freestyle on the verse. If you send a feature, I freestyle on that shit. I might punch in. Just whatever beneficial, really. Do what you gotta do. As long as the song come out hard, I don't give a fuck what you do. Freestyle, punch in, write it. Do what you gotta do. What's best for you.
So, one thing I would say is, what's your creative mindset when you in the booth and you about to either drop a song or EP? Like when you dropped your EP, like what's your mindset when you go in the booth or when you in the studio, period?
Different type songs, like shit, you have a song that females are like. Not all females want to hear about trap shit, some do. Some want to shake their ass. Then you gotta have some chill shit for the niggas. You gotta have some real shit for the niggas. You gotta have something for everybody really. You don't want to have 3 of the same songs.
So is it like you go based off the beat or what you about to drop on and you just have a move for?
Yeah, the beat set the mood for me. Facts.
And what do you feel like has changed with you since your first song? Like, what a lot of things you do as far as, I don't care if you're an artist, as far as a music artist, or you're like a physical artist, like, a lot of people say the first product they dropped was like hot garbage, but they do themselves out there. How do you feel like, how was it when you dropped your first song?
The shit was buzzing because of the first song, the shit was buzzing because nobody expected me to just start like that. I just posted that day, I was like, song drop at 8. So the very first song went dumb, but I don't really count that shit. The very first video went dumb too because of my first video. I'm at a small school, I'm the youngest, ain't nobody really shooting videos and that shit. So that shit went dumb. That shit went crazy. That shit was lit.
Okay, I want you, I know I probably understand, but I want you to put the people in your shoes. Like you said, you 17 now, so you're still in school. So on a day that you want to go to the studio, say it's a weekday, so that means you got school, you work too, right? You got school, work, and you trying to get in the studio. Give us like your daily like rundown, like how it go for you.
Shit. So shit, wake up and do what I gotta do. Go to school. Shit, go to school. Really, I get no sleep, so shit, might fall asleep at a damn one period or some shit. But shit, you do all your work, all that shit. Go to work. If you gonna go to work, then hit the studio late night. Or if you ain't gonna hit it, during the weekday, shit, you gotta book up. Gotta pay for like 5 sessions on a Saturday or something and get it how you come. But if you rocking a party, you can't even go to the studio on Saturday. So Sunday, you trying to get in late. Some studios don't be in Sunday, so it really be like you gotta get in where you fit in for real. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. You can't even be complaining though.
Gotcha. So do you mainly record in studios or home studios?
Studios. Only song I really did in the home studio, that Icy Girl remix.
Okay.
It's hard, but you can tell the quality, like, if you listen to it.
Okay. Do you ever think you will record yourself? Like, you get to the point where you will probably be able to record yourself?
I want to, but I feel like I ain't never gonna do that shit. It seems complicated. I really want to. That shit help you save a lot of money. Like, you get all equipment, you know what you know. If you know what you're doing, that shit smart to do.
Okay. Now, one last thing I want to kind of jump into, like, deep dive into your career. I know we kind of asked you some questions about it, but let's say you do get signed. You've been rapping 5 years. Your impact is there. Do you feel like you would be the type of artist to start your own independent label and start bringing artists in, or would you rather always just run by yourself because you know you can control the quality of what you're putting out?
If I get to that point, it won't be like signing just anybody. I'm gonna sign somebody I see one as bad as me, most likely from my city too. Like, if you from Walterboro, I see you really putting in work, and I'm to that point. Yeah, I'm gonna sign you. We gonna get something going, get some shit shaking. But it ain't gonna be anybody. You can't just sign anybody. Or if you hard and I see you really want it, you ain't got like the benefits and shit. Yeah. Cause that's what it is. Like, motherfuckers can be hard as hell and just ain't got no money to start. And you ain't supposed to complain and shit. But if you trying, somebody gonna see that shit. They gonna fuck with you.
Gotcha. Well, all right, man. Appreciate you coming through.
Facts. Appreciate y'all.
Just let the people know what you got going on. What can they expect from you?
Like I said, that beatbox drop Friday. Shit, I'm dropping another tape this year. And shit, we just going up. Really, going up. Just shot this. I'm at like 6,000 followers. Y'all gonna see like 10,000 followers before the summer. EPs, all that shit. I'm be buzzing. If you don't know me, you gonna know who I am.
Back in this bitch with another, I'm back in this bitch with my brother and we got a cutter. Give me a chance to recover, we out on the block with the Glock, but we still from the gutter.